2 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 5 and 6. 2 Corinthians 3, verses 5 and 6. Verse 5 says, "Not that we are sufficient of ourselves to think anything as of ourselves, but our sufficiency is of God." We'll take it slowly. Not that we are sufficient of ourselves to think anything as of ourselves. What is Paul saying here? You know who Paul is? Paul is not an uneducated fellow. Paul the apostle was very highly educated. Very important to note that. As a matter of fact, in Philippians, Paul says, "I count all but dung, put everything behind him." Why? That I may win Christ. So Paul said in Philippians also, he says he is a Pharisee of the Pharisee, concerning the law blameless. So Paul, what I'm trying to say is that Paul had a high credential. Paul had a high credential, a very strong credential. And then look at what Paul said now. He says that not that we are sufficient of ourselves to think anything as of ourselves. Now, if God has reached you where you are, it's because He can use you the way you are. Now, we are not saying that there is no room for self-development and self-improvement, personal education, personal development. There's room for that. But we are also saying that, know that not that we are sufficient in ourselves. Our sufficiency for the work of the ministry is God. So, despite all our disadvantages, know that God can still use you like that. Despite all your disadvantages. Do you know what Paul says? Paul says that I am glad in my weakness, for then the strength of God manifests. So the time has come for us to begin to realize that our sufficiency is of God. In verse 6 it says, "Who also has made us able ministers." Look at the word, able ministers. I am able. I am able today, not because I have any ability. The Bible says there's nothing new under the sun. The things that has been is that we shall be. Nothing. There's nothing new, no new dimension anywhere. It's true. There's nothing new under the sun. That which has been is that which shall be. So Solomon said in Ecclesiastes. So, but what I'm saying is that we need to know that despite our weakness, God is the one that is doing the work. Jesus said, "My Father that lives in me, He it is that doeth the works." Praise God. So today, know that your sufficiency is of God. Not that we are sufficient of ourselves. No. To think anything else of ourselves. So it is God that has made us able ministers of the New Testament. I am an able minister. You are an able minister. In every capacity that God has called us to minister, we are able, because He is our sufficiency. He is our sufficiency. He is our sufficiency. I am confident, despite my weakness, that He is my sufficiency. You are confident, despite your disadvantages, that God is your sufficiency.